Coming up on Varsity Sports Now, big-time stuff has led to a big-time opportunity for Roosevelt's Josh Baumgart. We'll go one-on-one with the future Creighton Blue Jay.
And it's time for a playoff primer. Ryan Holmgren from the Minot Daily News will join us to talk about postseason expectations in the Magic City.
Check that watch and check it twice. A couple of South Dakota's season bests have gotten a little bit better. Alex Heinert has the details.
And I've handpicked some of the top plays in the area. Plus, we have more from the mental side of hitting in Diamond Tips. All that just ahead on Varsity Sports Now.
And how is everybody doing? Jay Elson, Jason, and Dara talking high school baseball, softball, little track and field again tonight. We start with baseball, though, where the regular season winding down in both South Dakota and North Dakota. We're going to take a look at some postseason pictures tonight.
North Dakota finishes their season up a week after South Dakota, but both are approaching postseason, and we'll get into a lot of that soon.
And we're going to start in South Dakota, particularly Class A, where Roosevelt's Josh Baumgart is one of the stingiest pitchers in South Dakota. In fact, over the last 2 seasons, he's given up a total of 5 earned runs, and it's that kind of dominance that's helped him earn a scholarship at Creighton. Katie Lingle joins us now with more on the Rough Riders' right-handed ace.
We recently had a chance to catch up with Roosevelt pitcher and Creighton recruit Josh Baumgart. While Coach Joel Sage says he's one of the most talkative players he's ever coached, Baumgart silences the batters. With playoffs right around the corner, Roosevelt's Josh Baumgart believes the defending Class A champions are right where they want to be.
We've been hitting the ball well, we've been pitching good just like we did last year, and we've been playing just as good as we need to be, and we're ready to go for the playoffs.
This past summer, Baumgart had an opportunity to put his talents on an even bigger stage. Baumgart landed a spot on the Northwest USA baseball team.
Got a random call from a guy who was with USA Baseball, and he just asked me if I could come, and there was a lot of college coaches there and stuff, so we decided that we'd kind of use it as a family vacation too and get to experience that, and got to meet a ton of really, really good ball players, so it was a lot of fun.
The experience Baumgart gained in North Carolina has helped him improve his game here at home.
I've been working on my slider a little more. It was a lot less consistent last year, and that's something I worked on the off season, so that's been getting better, and just trying to work on my stuff as much as I could.
You might say the Riders are in the driver's seat from here on out, especially with Baumgart at the mound.
I like to pitch just because I feel like I'm in control, and I like to have the ball in my hand, so that'd probably be my favorite.
All right, that again was Katie Lingle reporting. Take a look, Jason, now at these ridiculous numbers for Baumgart. 3-0 on the season, .87 ERA, 41 strikeouts in just 23 2/3 innings pitched. That is overpowering stuff.
Well, when Roosevelt gets the luxury of having Baumgart on the mound, they are a different team. They are unbeatable. He has been so dominant, and his coach, Joel Sage, says it's because he is so determined, he is so competitive on the mound, doesn't like to give up a ball, let alone a walk, and that's striving for perfection is what has made him such a good player at this level.
He can hit a little bit too, 291 on the season, just under 300.
And they need as many bats as they can get. Right now, Roosevelt's been my #1 team most of the season. Just this last week, they've lost a couple here and there, and they just lost to Brandon Valley on Tuesday night, so they're going to need to generate some more runs. Only 1 run against Brandon Valley's ace, Lane Bosky, if they're going to make a run like they did last year. So he's going to be an important part of that lineup on the offense, too.
The Lynx, along with Lincoln, probably playing the best ball right now, more so than Roosevelt.
Exactly. I got to look at the top 3. I think the top 3 have kind of separated themselves. Roosevelt, the defending champs. They have Baumgart on the mound when he pitches. They're pretty solid. You've got Brandon Valley, who's been playing absolutely great since May has turned over in the calendar. And then Lincoln has been probably the most consistent team in the entire state this year. So those 3 teams have really should be one of those 3 teams that win the state this year.
And keep your eye on all of them as region play gets underway Saturday in Class A. Region play underway already in Class B, and you have to look down at the region of quote-unquote death. Bonhomme, Vermilion, Parks, and Hanson all in a group. Only one survives.
It's going to be tough. Vermilion has their work cut out for them. They've already lost a couple games to Bonham. They're going to try to avenge that. Both have been close. Some of the weather conditions haven't been favorable. I think Vermilion has what it takes to maybe knock off Bonham, but then you get what? Probably Parkston, a team that's been perfect all season long. has that great mix of depth at pitching that is so important in the playoffs, and a great power on offense too. Some stars on that team. It'll be tough to get out of that region.
As far as the rest of the state, obviously St. Thomas More, everybody's well aware of them. Anybody else out there?
I think West Central only lost 2 games this year, 2 one-run games to Garrettson. They get a rematch against Garrettson coming up later this week, so that will be one to keep your eye on. But yeah, St. Thomas More right now has been so good. It's going to be tough for anybody to beat them.
Postseason baseball is here. That's a look at South Dakota. When we come back, we'll take our first look at the postseason picture in North Dakota. Stay tuned.
Varsity Sports Now, presented by Shields.